Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Animated male, Chris James, Stephen Michael. We are the Application of Knowledge podcast, back again one more week to give you something that you want and something that you need.
Hey, did I not understand the assignment today?
You must not have. Would you going camping?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, what's that? Where you going?
First of all, leave my vest alone.
Of course, he would say some off the wall stuff like that.
But y'all both got hoodies on, which is okay.
Because it's cold down here. You the only one with short sleeves on.
I mean, I'm a little,
Steve used to be impervious to cold.
I'm not anymore. I definitely feel it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a little chilly.
Got that white boy coming out in them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, me. Immune to temperature.
Sheesh.
Yeah, me. But how we feeling? How we feeling this week?
Don't come to me right now because you just said something crazy to me.
Your feelings hurt, man? You all right? Want me to caress your feelings,
I
man?
don't. First of all, don't.
Caress. Let me
been
caress
in
your
the gym?
feelings.
Man.
You been in the gym?
How do you caress someone's feelings?
Mentally.
Is it a mental or a verbal?
Through expressing love through their love language, you caress their feelings.
Expressing love. Okay.
How do you caress their emotions? That's what you said?
Their feelings, right?
Feelings.
Yeah. I would say that you caress their feelings by expressing love or communicating to them through their specific primary love language. If you do that, you will caress their feelings.
I have okay, enough of these feelings, but I have
You brought it up.
What?
Huh? Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that I brought it up, but okay.
Oh my God.
This one got that hoodie on. He's wilding under there.
You wildin'!
Here we go. Getting it started early.
But hey man, I want to tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all something?
Go ahead, man.
Can I tell you something, man?
We boys, come on.
Hey man, look. You know I'm on this dating website.
Oh my God.
You know I'm on this.
What's going on, man?
Is this man serious?
I'm on this.
Talk to us, man.
I'm on this dating website, man.
Yeah.
And, I know I talked about this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
but,
give him an update.
It's more like it's an addendum.
Give him an L and an O. Okay.
Let's add on. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Got linked up with this chick. Got matched up.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Was she cute?
The pictures were cute.
Oh, that's not what I asked you.
That's the only way I can tell from the pictures.
Okay.
You can video chat with her.
And
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
And,
But even
hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Steve.
That still don't. You never. You still. That still don't say.
Oh, wow, man.
Hey, but all right. We was match with her on Hinge. Mm-hmm. And Hinge.
You showing Hinge mad love.
Hey, shout out to Hinge out there. Make sure y'all
That's what
sponsor.
we
Like, why are we not sponsored?
Sponsor the podcast. Yeah, I mean,
They
y'all
need to
saying?
sponsor us.
Y'all trying to date.
I
I'm
just
talking
had
about
a friend
De Niro.
who just is on my Instagram. She said, I just signed up for Hinge. And I was just like, I wonder if you saw our podcast and made you sign up. I don't think that was the reason, but
I saw the AOK podcast. Them talking about Hinge.
yeah, maybe sign
Possibly,
up for
I doubt it, but I was on Hinge and I matched with this girl. Mm-hmm. She was a Pakistan chick.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, she looked good.
She got a little color to her.
She didn't got a
Got a
little
little olive.
Got a little hue.
Ooh, she got
a nice little hue.
A little saturation.
Little saturation. I'm just
some contrast.
I'm just like, okay, this is new. I was looking at the picture. I was like, okay.
All right. Yeah.
So I was one pic looked at two. I was like,
Okay.
3, 4, 5 of them. I was like, okay. You know the thing is between those, like, she had 5 pictures on there.
Uh-oh.
You know what was consistent throughout those pictures? Is they were nothing but headshots. And, she had one picture in there where it showed, like, just her lower body.
Yeah.
Just her lower body. Okay.
Just her lower body.
So, okay.
And I was like, okay.
Okay.
I said, okay, but based on the face pictures, I'll swipe right.
Okay.
You get a heart. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
You get a little heart, because maybe,
It might be worth it.
It might be worth it. What is this, a couple swipes?
Yeah, it's just a couple swipes.
And so as soon as I swipe, put my phone down.
Yeah.
Get back to doing what I'm doing. I like to be productive.
Working.
I like to be working day and night. And I get a message. Hi. I reply, hey, how you doing? And then these messages are just like back to 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 back.
Rolling.
And I'm just like, okay, this is new energy.
rolling.
I'm liking where this energy is going. Like, we're able to converse and be silly, and because our conversations, I was like, okay, what do you? She said she wasn't feeling good. I said, what'd you eat? She said, she said she got attacked by a dog. Like a dog was attacking her purse, and because her purse had a burrito in it. And I'm just like, why do you have a burrito in your purse? I'm just like,
hey man, this is not going down.
She was like, it was like
headshots only. It was burrito in the purse.
That's a.
But it was a purse burrito, like a purse. I guess it was specific,
like a Chipotle size burrito, because Chipotle.
I think it's 4 burritos.
The purse is 4 burritos.
Yeah,
I just found out they have wine purses. So
yeah, we found out. Yeah,
wait a minute. This purse is designed to fit burritos inside of it.
Bro, it was the burrito purse.
This is a red flag, Mel. This is definitely
burrito. Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I am very interested now.
But I was just, it was just being silly. I said, yeah, you got to get rid of that. You're up there teasing dogs with burrito. But basically, conversation, just being silly, and then I got to the serious, because I'm a good balance. I'm a good yin and yang, And, as the conversation goes, bam, I'm just like, you know what? What's your number? Got the number. And but the thing is, like, when we were talking, I brought up those pictures and I said, because like she would compliment me. She would say things like, man, you're attractive. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Very handsome man.
Yeah. And then she said, I think I'm mixing the time. But I saw her picture. She said, what do you think of my pictures? And I was like, your pictures look nice based on what I see. I said, but they're nothing but facial shots.
Yeah.
And I said,
they're nice based.
Yeah,
what I see are nice.
I said,
but what is it I don't see?
I said the pictures look nice, but it's hard to be like, okay, these are legit because they have a lot of filters on them. And plus you have a lot of makeup on these pictures.
That's a triple threat.
God, man, you got the triple threat.
So I can't give you an honest. I said the pictures look nice, but based on that, I can't give you an honest assessment.
Yeah,
and she said hot LOL or whatever, and she called me like super analytical.
Okay,
and I'm just like, because I'm asking her, it's like, send me some like legit pictures. Send me some pictures that show your whole body. I said none of your pictures show your whole body.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just so analytical.
I'm just like it's like usually when you have these type of pictures, or you only have one particular type of picture, you have something that you're hiding. So, and I'm like, I asked her, like, are you insecure? Are you?
Damn!
Oh my God, Mel. We're gonna have to start a training class.
Y'all remember the episode about the type 1 diabetic?
But no, you have to understand, based on the conversation and the level of comfortability that we were speaking on.
Okay, I understand.
It's not like I was just like,
this wasn't the first message.
So do you have insecurities about your body? Do you have body dysmorphia?
No, because she mentions that she was in a marriage. Also, she was in a marriage. Mm-hmm. She had 4 kids.
Okay,
and
she's probably insecure.
Right, probably insecure, but she's only been married since she was in her 20s or whatever. She's like 35 now.
Okay.
And so, based on that, she said, because I asked her, like, when's the last time you've been in a relationship? And she said she took 2 years because she got divorced like 2 years ago. She took 2 years to like get herself together because, I guess 4 kids plus 13 plus years of marriage. And it's it. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of trauma. There's
more time alone than that, though.
2 years, yeah. It depends on how intentional you are. I think the problem with people is just they don't know how to deal with it. So
they're just like, I'm just going to take time. And for me, what does that mean? Like, because honestly, you're probably especially when you have kids involved, you're not taking time for you. You're just focusing on your kids, right? So you can be single for 4 years, but 4 years, 2 of them, you're really hyper just focused on your children. And the other 2 years, you just were like, well, I'm just not dating anybody. But what are you doing to actively pursue healing? Right. So,
and even if you're actively pursuing it, I think oftentimes you get stuck in that stigma, like the box that's been created for us. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's medicating, like, getting some type of medication or self-medicating. People don't really know how to do the work to actually heal, because I don't think it would take 2 if you're doing it intentionally.
Yeah.
With the knowledge.
I mean, so like we had a nice little dialogue. We were talking. I'm just like, yo, where is this conversation going? Because I felt like things were like moving so damn quick. So
how many kids do you want?
Quick. And then
you hopped into Steven's world for a second. Things just started, and all of a sudden you're married 3 days later. Like, wait a minute.
Basically,
ain't even met her.
I mean, but the vibe was cool because it's like it's okay to be able to joke and say things without someone taking offense. And based on our conversation, I was gauging what was okay to say and what's not okay to say. And also being able to test the waters, like, okay, if she'll get offended by this type thing, right. Because I speak, like, if someone was to speak, like the way she was speaking, I'm like, okay, I would like this. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times I'd have to tiptoe because a lot of people, they get offended based on the conversation. I don't get offended easily, whether it's talking sexually, intimately, getting to know a little history of your past. Yeah. Like, I'm okay with sharing that because if you're in the dating market and I'm opening up to you, this is what to be expected.
You have to show a level of vulnerability.
Yeah, certain level of vulnerability for sure. And so based on our conversation, she was saying that she needed 2 years to bounce back from her marriage. I was like, okay. But she said she's completely fine now. I was like, okay. But based on the things that she was saying, and I was just like, then why are you hiding your face?
Right.
Like through all these like pictures and filters, and why aren't you showing your body? So you have a picture of your body, but it's not a good angle. But then, like, I was listening.
Oh, it's definitely a good angle.
It's a real good angle. It's a real good angle. But I believe I spoke with Chris and I asked him a question, and he said, you can just video chat. I said, okay, because I typically never video chat with or do FaceTime because I don't really like doing that. I don't care about doing that. So I was like, all right, let me get your number. Bam, got her number. And then,
so boom, got her number.
Boom, got a number, right? Mm-hmm. Check it. And then the next day, because the night was winding down, I was like, because she stayed up late for me.
Okay.
For you?
Yeah, because she said she usually goes to sleep earlier.
It's a green flag.
Yeah, and then
we never talk about. We should do green flags more.
Yeah,
go ahead, Mel.
And then she, so once we finally FaceTime. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. But while we were FaceTiming, like she kept the camera, like I couldn't see anything lower than like her chest. Uh-huh. The chest area. I couldn't see anything lower than, maybe even higher than that. Like her hair is long.
So you ain't even see if she got any.
I mean, I was like, I asked her, I said, can you let me see your body?
Let me see,
she's not gonna let you see.
And the thing is, why do I have to go so hard to get something that's so simple? Because I asked, she said, what are you going to see that's different? I'm just like, it's a dating website. Right. I need to know what I'm expecting to see before I invest this time in it.
Yeah.
Because I made it known what's important to me.
Yeah.
Like health, physical health, being in physical shape. You have to be in shape. Because I'm not attracted to a bigger body. Mm. I have nothing against it. It's just not what I'm attracted to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what you're interested in. There's nothing wrong with that. You have a preference, and I like thicker girls than you. Like it is a preference. So I mean, I don't particularly want someone who's like super small, but I also don't want anybody who is on the other end of the spectrum. Also,
I just want to see what I'm investing my time into
to determine if that's something you want to.
Even if the thing is, if she has a little something on her, I'm like, okay, I can
got 4 kids. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
A certain level of expectation.
I'm going into this under the pre-notion of like, okay, she has 4 kids. Okay, she's not going to be a pixie stick.
Yeah,
I understand this. I'm not, oblivious. So I just want to know. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't a mystery game show. Like, we're dating here. Like, what? Like, just show me. Like,
I have this investment, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I'm going to give you very little information. Like, but I want you to invest. Okay, tell me more. Well, it's a good investment. How do I know? You just got to trust me, right? It's not a good investment. Like, you should tell me about the stock so I know if I want to invest in it or not. It's what you're doing.
And she was at work while we were FaceTiming.
That's weird. Well, I mean, that's also a green flag, right? I mean, maybe she wanted to. She's willing.
Yeah, she liked me.
Listen, there's a reason why you have so much power over this woman.
Wow, power over her.
Okay, that's maybe not the right word. There's a reason why your influence ranks higher. It's because,
I mean, whatever.
You're out of her league. you're probably out of her league.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So like, when people date up, they're willing to not bend over backwards, but you know what I'm saying. Like, everybody's experienced it. When you date up, you're like, okay, all right, whatever.
Or maybe some people don't because they're just like, I can't do this. Like,
no. I'm saying when you date up, you're willing to do more.
You go out of your way.
You go out of your way. Things that are annoying, that somebody else.
You just kind of
is
brush
cute,
over.
It's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what it feels like is that she feels like she's dating up. I could be wrong, but the fact that she won't show you any full body pictures, which is she should have them. You know what I mean? It's obviously it's a red flag.
There's green flags, there's red flags, because like, while I do enjoy, like, I did think her face was pretty.
Yeah.
But it was just certain angles, just like, okay, hold on, you're hiding something. And based on our conversations, the way she was engaged and how much she wanted, to converse, I was like, okay, this is nice. Because if you're a guy in the dating world, and as we stated, a few weeks prior, that we get very little messages or very little interaction, but she kept the interaction going. She was engaged, asking questions and all this stuff, which was like, okay, this is nice. And then so when we FaceTime, she agreed to do the FaceTime. She still wouldn't show me.
Thought you had her with you.
I was like, okay, cool. She still wouldn't show me her entire, whatever. And like, she even, like, I made it a point to say, let me see. And then she got up but it was literally like 1 second. And I was just like,
you know what you're doing, man. You know what you're dealing with.
Yeah. And so just like, okay, cool. And then she had to go or whatever. But then like during the conversation, she was like, you never give me any compliments. You never.
This is too early for this. Red flag. I'm the red flag guy.
She's like, you never give me any compliments. You don't say anything about me being pretty. I told you plenty of times that you look good in this picture and that you look good. I'm just like, I said, I haven't even known you for a day yet. I've only known you for hours because we matched the previous night around 8 p.m.
Oh, this is literally all within 24 hours.
This is within like 12 hours.
This gives me, you remember the yoga instructor?
Yeah.
This gives me yoga instructor vibes.
So we matched at 8 p.m. the previous night. And then the next night when we, started getting to FaceTime, it literally hasn't even been 14, 12 hours. It's literally just been a continuation of the previous night. And I'm just like, I don't want, like, when I'm first getting to know someone, yes, they may be attractive. But that is not the first thing that I go for. I do not make it a beauty thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure anyone, while it may be a nice thing to hear, I'm sure they hear that all the time on websites, hearing it from guys that you're pretty, you're attractive, oh, you look so good. So I typically normally never give a compliment to someone's physical features.
I mean, just in general, I think that I just based upon what's been happening in the world, especially in the dating market, I have definitely been pulling back on my compliments to women's physical features, how they look. I'm going to let you know that I'm interested, that I think that you're an attractive person, but I'm not going to just keep blowing you up because you get that from all over the place. Like, I'm here for a reason. I'm obviously find you attractive. But I mean, until we actually like meet, Like, I'm not really like going crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a mistake that I've made, and just recently started realizing this is a mistake in what you're doing, and I've become aware of it, and I'm like, all right, let me change this.
Yeah.
So
It's really hard to do when you like when you like somebody.
right, because you want to be like, yo, I want to just shower you with compliments.
Yeah, but that's it. So like when you date like 8s and 9s, I don't know about 10s. I don't know if they really exist. But when you date 8s and 9s, you have to make an act. It's messed up, but you have to make a conscious effort to not compliment them and stuff. Like you got to. They'll get bored with you. Like 8s and 9s.
I'm just tired of hearing it.
Yeah, you basically, and this is not, you know what I'm saying, like you don't have to be mean to them, but you basically have to like play them a little bit. Because it's different. Because it's different. Like if you just tell them like, oh, like you're so gorgeous, you're so attractive, they'll be like, nah, you're just like everybody else. Now I know I'm talking from firsthand experience. The more that you like play them a little bit, the more they like you. It actually gets kind of weird sometimes.
It is
I typically never compliment a girl that I just met on her physical appearance. I base, like, yes, you're attractive. This is why I'm speaking to you. I think that's known.
This is why I'm here.
No one's posting an ugly picture, but you know what? I would love to talk to this. You know? I'm assuming, you know, but everyone has their different. Everyone attracts someone to something different. But she was making it a point like you didn't say anything, and the thing is, I was being honest.
Right. Yeah.
Like I can't base anything because I don't see anything but filters. You're hiding certain angles. I'm just like, that's not attractive to me. I told her this. I said anything. I said all this makes she wears contacts as well. I said
Colored.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm just like,
she's going all in.
I'm just like, it's okay that you like to wear that. That's fine. And I told her this. I'm not exaggerating. I was just like, it's okay that you like this. I said, but all that stuff, it does absolutely nothing for me. It does not attract me. It does not turn me on in the least bit. This is all for you. It doesn't like turn me off in a sense, but it doesn't gain my attraction. You know, I can see the appeal, but it's not a natural thing, so I'm not attracted to it. And in every dialogue and any exchange that I had with her, I was always honest and I was upfront about everything. Health, fitness, anime, whatever it is, I was completely upfront. None of my pictures, I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm being upfront. So that's what I'm expecting from her. And so based on that exchange of hers, you know, I'm just like, I don't even know you like that. She said, but you know, if you like someone, you know, you want to make them feel. And I'm just like, haven't even met you.
This is so familiar.
Bruh.
This is so familiar.
Bruh,
like,
tell me about
how do you be dating the same girl?
Bruh, tell me about. I'm just like, this is literally verbatim the exact same scenario that I was in with my prior relationship, as far as like, you don't compliment me enough, you don't say this enough, you don't do. I'm just like, bruh,
How do you?
Like,
in the first 12 hours,
bro, this is insane. And so it went from that to like, and also I was realizing what I was doing.
There we go.
Because I started feeling bad, like, man. Because I started thinking, like, okay, my past relationship, they said this. And then this one, they're saying the same thing. And I'm just like,
a 12-hour relationship making you ponder, right?
yeah, I'm just like,
Well, people come in our lives for a reason.
I think I'm being too receptive of other people's, I don't know, how they feel. I think I'm placing how they feel on the line and allowing that to change how I particularly behave, you know, because I was like, you know what? All right, it is what it is. Let's just meet up. Maybe it'll be different. You know, we can meet up. Let's meet up on Friday.
You gave her a pass.
A little bit. You know what I did? I did give her a pass.
You gave her a whole
Definitely,
pass.
because she had the red flag stacked up.
Yeah,
I definitely gave her a pass. And there was another thing that she kept doing throughout like our conversation, because she mentioned like, I understand if you don't want to talk to me because I have 4 kids.
Oh man,
and it's okay.
Just insecurity oozing.
Yeah, and
just
she's like,
oozing insecurity.
And she's like, okay, you don't have. I completely understand. And I was just like, I said, no, is this the ideal situation for me to be in? Probably not.
It's a no. No, it's not.
But I can't judge you on your past because I wasn't in your past. Like if you feel the void of what I'm missing romantically or what I want in my life in a woman, I would be okay with the 4 kids as long as you fulfill and you're still willing to have kids for me. You know, not to say like this is ideal situation, but I would be able to willing to put my pride aside. I mean, when I was growing up, a lot of girls that I was in a relationship with had kids.
4?
Yeah.
Not 4 kids.
That's so. Hey, listen. You start when you go from 1. You have 1, 2, right? Depending on where she's at, her age, right? She may be willing to have more after 1 or 2. You move into 3 and 4 at 35 plus. They're basically like no. I mean, you're really
burnt.
I mean, you're.
She says she wants to have more kids though.
Yeah,
Okay,
when you have 4 children, you usually want to have more.
Really?
It's something about it.
I mean, I
would say the average woman wants to have 1 to 3 children. Most women are going to tell you 1 to 3 children. If you go 4, you're willing to have 5.
I mean,
I said this on the other podcast.
I had just a different experience where it was not. That doesn't mean that that's the norm, but
when you say not, but they still be having more kids though.
Well,
like
I
them
mean,
girls,
she can't have any more at this.
Okay,
point,
well that's
so,
different.
Yeah,
that's different. But even if they'll say like they'll have 4, even 5, they'll be like, no, I don't want no more, and then they'll have 6. Like it just.
Okay. I mean,
it's not a perfect
I'll
science.
say it's not right. I just would say this, like, and everyone's different. And you said something very, very vital. You said if you feel this void, which is very important, then I can accept, right, all these other things. If you can feel this, because that's a big undertaking.
That's a huge undertaking.
You're not talking about. I mean, when you talk about stepping into that role, and this comes from experience. That's a very large undertaking. I did with 1. So to do that with 4.
But I mean, you have to understand, their fathers in their life. Those kids aren't my children.
I understand that, but just in general, as a man, if you are going to be there, and even if the dad is there, you know, like you're still a role model, you eventually would be in the house with them.
Of
at
course,
times.
I understand that. I mean, I understand the context of, you know.
Mel's dated a lot of women.
I mean, I've dated plenty of women who have
giving
children.
you advice. I'm just talking in general. Like, that's a big undertaking. Me personally, right, the more...
It's only as big as you allow it to be.
I think it is just... I think it is understanding what's actually going to happen. It's not... It's long term... You become a second father.
Exactly. You grow an attachment to them.
I dated a woman with 2 children, and she managed them flawlessly, and it was like she didn't have children.
Right.
Like she managed them and me well enough to where everything was smooth. It was never I can't do this because of my children or anything.
Right. And
so I think that the woman, how the woman manages her household also plays a big role. And also, that particular girl, the dad was only in one of the children's lives because she had 2 different fathers. So the way she managed it was amazing to me. Like, I was just like, that's why I've always, it's not a hard no. Like when a woman has children or anything,
absolutely
it's not a hard no. In my world, it's always been based on what's this experience going to be like for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I mean, obviously, I am... You have children, it almost doesn't change anything. It almost doesn't even, I hear it, but I almost don't hear it. I have kids, right? So I almost don't hear it, right? It doesn't affect, it doesn't have that big of effect. Now, what it does affect is when you say, my children are always going to come first, which I understand that, like, that's obviously take care of your children. But when you basically just are like, well, if you're always going to be second. It's the energy behind it.
Yeah.
Right? I understand that your children will always be number 1 in your life, right? Which of course technically you should be number 1, but that's a different conversation. Mm-hmm. Right? But I understand that. You don't have to tell me that. But what you're basically saying is that I don't have time for you. I'm not going to have time for you. And then when you add more children, it exacerbates it makes it more difficult, right? Which is where my concern is. And obviously I'm not just thinking about it in a dating sense. I'm thinking long term. Right? Where do I see this 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now? Which is why I don't know.
In any scenario, I'm always thinking long term.
Okay, all right.
In any scenario.
So have you actually gone out with her yet?
So how this go?
As you know, that dialogue exchange. This is on Wednesday.
Yeah, so we're gonna meet Friday.
We're planning to meet on Friday, and I was like, okay, let me look up some places to go. Whatever.
Oh, so you about to plan something? Yeah, you about to put some effort in, right?
I had to put some effort into this girl.
Yeah, ladies like a little bit of effort.
The conversation was nice.
They want to see you.
The energy exchange. They want your energy.
You got that good, deep,
and
dark,
but
long energy.
We were FaceTiming. Wow. Well, yeah, she was doing that FaceTiming.
You got that,
and then she kept doing it.
Oh, you got it.
Like
she want like that. She want to see.
And I'm just like,
no.
I'm just like, I got shit to do.
Right. I can't. No. We got a text. I can't.
Like,
well, you know, girls they love to talk.
Like I told her I was like, she's like, how do you feel about messaging? I was like, I said, nowadays I prefer texting because I'm actually often busy.
Yeah.
So it gives me a little bit time to, be able to do
multitask.
what I want to do and then get to the message. If I'm talking to you, I have to stop what I'm doing and converse with you, and that will take time away from what I want to do. Do you know
did you talk about love languages by chance?
Yeah.
Is one of hers quality time?
Yeah. It's it's not gifts, it's like quality time, touch. Physical touch was first. Then it was time, and then it was the other one that's
words of affirmation.
Yeah, words of affirmation.
Which is why she wanted to call you. She wanted your time.
Yeah. And she's latching. She's a clinger.
Wow.
What
stage?
No, she's definitely.
She's level 4. Yeah,
she's
easy.
Definitely.
Because here's the thing. How long have you known her?
This
72 hours?
Is 20.
No.
Okay, it wasn't 72 hours yet.
No,
wasn't. So here's the thing.
I've only known her for less than 24 hours.
Oh wow! At this point,
so when you're exuding that level of interest, need for interest, under those parameters, stage 4 clinger. Yeah,
dude. Sometimes I guess I don't know how to hold back when I say things because I literally asked her. I just said, "You seem very." I said, "You seem like really into me." I'm just like, you don't even know me.
She like that. Good.
You know, bro, we were talking Cinemax.
I mean,
we were talking Cinemax.
Cinemax or Skinamax?
Skinamax.
Oh, y'all was talking.
I'm just like, where's this conversation going? Like,
did she start that?
She started all of this. I go with the flow, and I'm not against it, you know, because I'm comfortable.
I haven't had that type of conversation in a while, actually.
And I'm just like, yo, this is getting a little hot right now.
Hey, man, hold on a second, man. That made me think. Like, when was the last time I had a conversation like that?
Like a intimate, like a super sexual.
Yo, that really just hit me. Like,
a sexual conversation.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't.
You've probably been pretty closed off to it though, subconsciously.
Possibly.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I can't even remember the last time that I genuinely was like, you know, what's going on? What you?
I'm typically not like that.
Send me a little.
I don't do it either.
Picture,
I'll do it. I definitely will do it, but I don't lead with it.
Yeah.
I conditioned myself to be that way because of the stuff that women would say when we were
of course, younger. Right? So, you know, men always, so we just.
I condition myself not to, but in general, I'm a doer. Like, I don't really like talking about, like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't like being teased.
Like, women be talking about guys saying, I'm going to dick pics. I'm like, I don't even have it in my phone. Like
I've never been that type of person.
I mean, I have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I used to have
you know what I mean? I used to have
ghost files.
Send them pictures. I've never.
Those. I'm not saying I want to do it, but
I'm not saying that you. But I'm saying, like, you know, there's certain dudes that keep them on hand,
on the ready, on the ready.
That's some weirdo vibe, man.
It's basically they're showing you what they have to offer. It's the same thing as a woman, you know, only having her looks. So if a dude, if he think he has good dick game, or if he feels like he's got a nice size and it will entice somebody, but he's leading with his best. That's his best foot.
The interesting thing, I was talking to this girl and she said that I said something like, you know me, but she said something really nice. I was like, dang, girl, you sound like wifey. What's your ring size? Like, she literally said size 7. And I have pictures of ring styles that I want. And I was just like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what you're looking for.
That's intention, yeah.
And she said, I found this absolutely hilarious. She said, you guys stay ready just in case somebody's son want to act right. I said, all right, girl. All right.
You kept moving.
No, I can't. No.
Not.
You know, I like
did
that.
Not keep moving.
No, I like
Steve
that.
loves that.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay. This girl.
So Friday you're supposed to meet up.
Yeah.
And you Skinamax type time
Vibes,
right?
I decided. Okay. Let's figure out where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And then I text her and I
Good
said.
effort.
I text her. I was like, okay, I'll figure out where we want to go. She's like, okay, cool. Then maybe like 20 minutes later, she's like, so where we gonna go?
Oh wow! Can I look?
20 minutes later, she's like, where we gonna go? I said, we can do it around this particular. I asked her what time. Around 7:30 is when she's free. I said, oh, cool. So just keep that time blotted out, you know.
Yeah.
Then I said, I'm not sure yet. I haven't looked because I'm still at work. I'm still working. And she's like, you want me to look it up? And I'm just like, I got it. I said, I'll look for it.
And masculine vibes.
And then she was just like, well, if you just want to, if you don't want to go, or if you want to just cancel, or I was just like,
oh my God.
I'm just like, I said, for what? You know, it's just because you don't seem like you're interested in it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to give you exactly what you want.
And just cancel.
I said, let's just not do this because this is way too much, way too early. I said, I don't even know you.
We haven't even met yet, and this is where we're at.
And so I blocked her.
Dang! Well, that way.
I blocked her on a message.
He probably needed to. She's a clinger.
And then I blocked her on WhatsApp because this happened multiple times. This isn't the first instant.
Yeah.
So if you combine that with her hiding the way her body looks and only showing me certain parts of her face or, you know, angles and doing all this deceptive stuff and then saying you don't compliment me enough, I'm just like, whatever you have is not what I need in my life.
She got to do some work, man.
Whatever. And this is literally why.
She's 100% healed, bro. She's 100% healed.
She kept saying she was healed, and I'm just like,
that's a red flag right there.
If you say real talk, I probably won't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Based on what she was telling me. And I'm just like, your behavior isn't showing that you're healed or that you're over this. And this is why it's very apparent to me that you still have some trauma you need to work through.
Here's the thing. Everybody's got trauma, and you always should be healing. So when everyone says, yeah, I'm healed, that's a red flag, right? We're healing.
Yeah, it's a continuous progress.
And then you also look at their actions. There's always going to be blips. There's always going to be things that always show up. It never just goes away. But are they catching it in the moment, right? If you bring it up to them, do they say, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm still working on that, right? Those are the signs of someone who's healing.
Yeah.
Like, those are the signs of somebody who, I still have trust issues, and I'm still working on that. I can accept that. But for somebody that's just like, no, I don't have trust issues. You're in denial. You got. I don't want. Now you're going to pay for the other the X. You're going to pay for that. So,
I've literally never said I was healed.
You shouldn't.
It's not even something that I would even think to say. Like, I'm healed. Like, what does that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously we teach health and wellness, so we understand the journey. But even before all of this, I never.
At least someone should understand what you're talking about, right? If she doesn't understand what we're even talking about, and I think that we see that a lot in the older generation because it's been taboo, right? So our generation, 30 plus, or I'll even say, and even 35 plus, it can be almost taboo. A lot of the younger generation, 25 younger, right? You will hear these terms because a lot of them are buzzwords right now. So, it's more apt to heal, or I'm sorry, more acceptable to hear those words and for them to do it than someone who's older. So anytime you just hear that, it's a flag.
Yeah, so we didn't go out.
That was a good call, Mel. I mean, honestly, clearly you're bored because she after that first 12-hour window, you already knew what it was.
Just unmatched it right there.
Especially when you
That conversation that would get you.
I've had women, so like, you know, they won't have pictures on their profile, or they'll have like,
I'm sorry, they'll have no pictures?
they either won't have pictures. I mean, I have an extensive history, so you know what I'm saying, some of this stuff dates back, but like,
Been out in the streets.
Hey
man, somebody get this man out the streets, man. He been in the streets too long.
I'm telling you, I could write a book on this, but or maybe sometimes they'll have like real seductive pictures that only show like the bottom half of their face or just their legs and stuff, right? And they'll say, listen, I'm attractive. I'm an attractive female, blah, 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 blah.
Trust me.
Trust me. Sometimes it's for work. Sometimes it's because of crazy people. They always have some reason why they don't put their picture on there. And I'm a curious person. But this is also part of the reason why I be like, I could write on this stuff, because I will test the waters just to see what I get. And this girl one time hit me with one of those, and I mean, everybody has their attractiveness is subjective.
Yes. Subtractiveness.
It's subjective.
Subtractiveness.
I just feel like I think that there's you got universally cute, right? When you just look at the science of the face and the proportions and things like that.
I think they said symmetry.
Symmetry is extremely important.
The more symmetrical a face is, the more attractive a person is scientifically.
Yeah. So obviously that's not true. But when you talk about a universally acceptable attractiveness, that's what you're talking about. So if you're universally cute, I can understand you saying something like that. But, you know, people I don't think they like either that.
So for example, right? Let's just say Kim Kardashian. Now, when you look at her holistically, right? It's you know, I don't mess with them.
I'm not gonna speak bad on Kim K. That's Kanye's girl.
Right. So I'm just talking about holistically. But if you just say
you're gonna get us,
you'll have Kanye come at us.
Pick somebody else.
He gonna come at us.
Well,
I rock with Kanye.
I wasn't actually gonna say something bad about her. But okay, let's not talk about her.
Let's not talk about her.
Let's say I don't know people. Let's just say Ariana Grande. Okay, we know who she is.
Ariana.
Okay, Ariana. Sorry,
is that from Spider-Man, nigga?
Okay, Rihanna. Let's just that's Zendaya. Rihanna. Okay, Rihanna.
She pregnant now by A$AP Rocky.
Let's do Sierra.
She's pregnant by.
Can we do
Russell
Sierra
Wilson
instead? I don't know where you're going with it, but can we use Sierra?
Hey, just let me go it. Let me go through it.
Can we use Sierra instead of Rihanna?
Well, she's married to Russell.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
What does Kim have anything to do with it? You don't even know what I'm going to say.
All right, go ahead.
Let's go with Sierra.
Use whoever you want, man. Hey, who you want to use, man? Who does Steve and Michael want to use?
Let's use Zendaya.
I don't know. Zendaya? Why we go to Zendaya?
Why not?
That's Spider-Man's girl.
Oh, that's Spider-Man's girl?
That's Spider-Man's girl.
She can dance.
Bro, she can dance. She can act. Bro, she's a beast.
She's amazing. And she's cute, too.
And she ain't got no body, but...
No, she has no
body. Other than that, she... But
her face...
She's really pretty.
She's so attractive in the face... That you can almost just...
And she seems like a real cool chick.
She actually seems genuine. Is she a Disney star?
She used to be a Disney star.
I get them vibes.
It's like the Disney girls, they typically like blast off into some kind of stardom. Like all of them in some form or capacity. Like Britney Spears, she used to be associated with Disney. Same thing with JT.
Right.
A few other chicks.
What's that crazy girl?
Even Raven Simone. But there's a crazy girl. What's the crazy? Miley Cyrus. Yeah, she was Hannah Montana.
I don't want to say she's crazy. That's not the right term.
No, she was a little wild.
She was a little wild. She was very expressive.
Very expressive. Very experimental when it comes to a lot of the Hollywood, let's say, gestures. You know?
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what Steven was going to get into. He seems to have gone into a.
What do you got? What are you going to say about Zendaya? That's how you
Nah, he's not going to use Zendaya because
I've honestly completely forgot where.
Let's do Sierra instead. I don't think anybody has a problem with
I was
that.
going anyway.
Kim Kardashian.
I've lost it.
Who's an attractive woman.
I've lost it.
I think we were talking about universally attractive women, and I don't know if you were going to give an example of one.
I think that I was just simply saying that you can take a snapshot or a headshot of any one of those women that we mentioned, and like 90% of people are going to say she's attractive. They're universally attractive. And
what about universally unattractive?
Okay. Well, people are going to.
Do we have that?
And no, that's not a thing.
Why?
Because
that should be a thing.
Because body shaming.
That should be a thing.
Because body shaming.
You know what? We live in this sensitive ass world where people can't take constructive criticism.
You give us an example because Steven's not.
Stand on your square, bro.
You know about the way. Hey, we on social media, man.
Popping off at the mouth.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to give an example, but what I will say is that everyone is soft. Everyone is so soft that we know what's not attractive. We can look at something and be like, yo, what's happening?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, someone can find them attractive, but that's also the converse of saying, well, there's people that look at Rihanna and say, I would never even talk to her.
Right.
They look at Zendaya and they say she's ugly.
Right.
Or they'll look at Kim and just be like,
I don't think that's
not.
a realistic thing.
I know, absolutely there is. There's a very
people,
small.
There's people that will say she's ugly.
I mean,
because that's extreme. That's not unattractive.
I think that if we're looking at a converse situation, so if you look at a very unattractive person, universally unattractive, whatever that looks like, you're gonna have a small population says that's my girl, right, or that's my guy. I find they are just gorgeous.
And I'm gonna stand by them,
right.
That sounds like, what's that?
Seriously, there's going to be a very small population that is like,
yeah, but it's insignificant.
But then on the converse, you're going to have a very small population that takes any one of those people that we mentioned, and I'm not talking about their history, knowing anything about them. I'm talking about a pure, you've never seen this person before. You take a headshot of them and you say, are they attractive or are they not? Right, it's a yes or a no.
Right, because it doesn't matter about the body type.
Right, I mean, at that point in time, it's just like, do you find this person attractive? Mm-hmm. Right, and then it's very difficult to probably find anybody that actually will do that and then give you a no. Beyonce, she's a gorgeous woman, right? She's an attractive woman, and I'm just talking about just the face. I mean, just all those women that we mentioned, right? I mean, you look at men, I mean, and the women have their list of men that they are just, there's a universal attraction. So
women are actually a little less incongruent when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Like, women have told me Idris Elba is not attractive.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? I think Idris.
He's African?
Idris, he's British.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah,
Idris.
That's what I thought. That's why I was asking if he was African. I knew he has an accent.
His accent's amazing.
Yeah, he's dope. He's tall,
he's a great actor.
He's
He's
the
in
intro
shape.
to that American Gangster.
Okay.
Was he an American Gangster?
He's at the intro on Jay-Z's
He did
album.
the intro.
Oh.
I think that he is a handsome man.
He's an attractive
right?
man.
I think that's. But I have had women tell me like, nah.
I just saw he's in this picture with 8 men, all of course good looking guys. And he's in it. Who would you pick, right? And this girl was like, "Oh, I'm picking this and this because he's dark skinned, right?" Like,
yeah. So but we shouldn't put. This is a man thing. Like what we're talking about here is a man thing. I don't think it applies to women. That's
interesting.
Yeah, you got to think about both sides of it.
You don't think the universal attractiveness applies to women?
I do not.
I think that they will. I'm talking about just the snapshot,
I mean, are you not surprised about what I just said?
I'm not, but I think that women, they have a hard time separating the person and what they know about them with just. Now, men are very visual creatures.
We're visual creatures.
So, because a woman, you can take a man that a woman says, yeah, I don't find him attractive, and then she gets to know him a little bit, and now she understands who he is, and she's like, yeah, I like him. So men, that's a benefit. You can, that's a hack, right? You can, if you get to know a woman, you get
Steve
around.
Urkel taught us that.
Yeah, you get around, you stay around long enough, and women they'll switch. Conversely, much more difficult time. If men don't find you attractive, you're gonna have a hard time flipping that switch,
and it's gonna be hard throughout the entire relationship.
Yeah,
because
one thing pops off, and you know what? He's not cute anyway.
That's why it's good to be
butt.
honest about what you like and what you don't like in the beginning of any kind of circumstance, any situation.
I wanted to share some feedback that we got last week.
You sure you want to share?
Yes, just very quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it's kind of on topic, right? Because we're talking about relationships.
Couple weeks ago.
So yeah, a couple weeks ago when we talked about, we asked for feedback from women.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we got a little bit. So I want to share this because this is a woman that was telling me about things that women don't like about dating profiles.
Okay. Cool. Hey, turn your mic towards you. Put the heart. Make sure the heart's turned towards your mouth. Yeah.
So she said, when I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, so I just don't have to read this whole thing. When people don't take the time to write a bio and then just put "ask me" in their bio.
I didn't know men did that.
Yep.
Okay.
Women do that too, though.
Oh, women definitely
They do that, but obviously we don't see
too.
men's profiles.
Okay.
This is something that men do.
Learning.
They don't actually write bios. They'll just say "ask me." And it's just like,
that's terrible.
That's no effort.
Right. It's no effort. Right. Women don't like that. They want to see effort. And also, what did I just say? Women will go, attractiveness is upon who you are. What did you say? Like, it's not just looks. So, of course, that makes sense, right? Why would she then like that or think that's okay if
not
they go
to mention,
off of,
they're not, women tend to not be great at starting conversations and I would say less than 50% of women have this issue. This isn't like an all women thing or most women, but I've come across a large percentage of women who can't start and hold conversations. So if you just put "ask me" on there, you kind of setting yourself up for failure. It seems
he is putting himself in a bad position just from the start.
Yeah.
I will say this though, women, I'm a great conversationalist, and I think all of us are. I think men in general. Well, not men. No, I'm not gonna say that. If you're interested, just say hi, right? And then if a man is interested, and he'll be like, "Oh, what's up? Who is this?" Right? Just
if an attractive girl, I can count on like one hand how many times a girl that I thought was attractive has approached me.
It's very rare, but they'll like you.
It's ultra rare. They always like you, and typically it turns into something.
Just if you ladies just say hi. Like if you're, I want a man to come talk to me first. Well, you gotta imagine like we know that dudes are just bombarding your inbox. Like, bro, we're not on it. Like if you're interested, just say hi.
It's so much easier.
How you doing?
It's so much easier.
If you just say hi, I will, and if I want to, I will start conversing with you. Otherwise, you'll sit in my inbox. In the dungeon, right? So, she said, if I see a profile pics with them sagging, throwing up gang signs, flashing money, it's a no. So
that's all very immature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like young-minded.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not an age thing. It's
this is she's in our age range. She's
which is sad. But that was the culture when we were growing up,
right?
So
but it's still happening, right? Like I was like, wait, dudes still sagging? I mean, yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
they were sagging in skinny jeans. I know.
Yeah, sagging in skinny jeans with belts on. Like, bro, like you don't
with the Gucci belt.
Like you don't use your belt to hold your pants up. Like,
it's just a piece of
I mean, my belt it has functionality.
Would you Batman?
Utility belt?
No, I'm saying like especially if you wear pants that have a little bit of they're a little tighter. Sometimes like the waist may be a little bigger, or I'll be losing weight, and then I need to use my belt because I don't want my waist to just be slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's annoying to have to pull your pants up. Like I'd rather just be functional.
Learn the history of that sagging your pants in jail and stuff. Like
right.
That always turned me off. Once I heard that, I'm like, no, this is.
Throwing up gang signs, right? Flashing money. Men like to flash money because we know what women are attracted to, right? Mm-hmm. Women, you don't take this the wrong way, but women want a man with money.
This is everything that she sees on guys' profiles.
I think this is stuff that she
sees that she doesn't like. It's just feedback because we asked for what are some things you see that you don't like. do better with being upfront with what you want. So men won't particularly say, this is what I want. So if you don't want a relationship and you're looking for a friend with benefits, say that. Like, if now I see why you want it, because as a man, if you are
the culture is against you,
right, you're automatically, women are gonna look at you like, oh, I don't want that, and they're gonna pass by you. But if you don't say that, you can talk them into it, right? You can kind of mold it. But not just that, right? It's also, if you are looking for a relationship, if you want something long term, say that. I've had women tell me, yeah, listen, I'm not looking for that. Like, I would love to talk to you, but that's not what I want. Cool. We're going to just keep it moving. Right. And then I've had women conversely be like, oh, I want this. Like, that's what I want. So
I would say, like, as just like a public service announcement, men, just be upfront.
Yeah.
Like, we just need to be upfront, irrespective of the consequences. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
There's women that want that.
Someone will be interested in what you want, and at the end of the day, it'll be less hassle. And if men holistically start speaking up more, although the culture doesn't really make space for it, if we just do it in spite of, women will see how men think holistically, because a lot of dudes be fronting, like, you know what I'm saying? They family men and all this stuff, and they don't want none of that.
We're saying it, well, not we, but it's being said because we understand what women want.
Right.
And they'll say things to put ourselves in a position to get what we want.
Yeah.
Based upon men do a really good job of understanding what women want and then giving it to them so they can get something in return.
Exactly.
Conversely, women don't do that. They don't give men what they want trying to get something, which it's not.
They've been conditioned to believe that that's a bad thing.
Right.
Like when Mel said, "Old girl," you know what I'm saying? Like, she stayed up later for him and all that stuff. Green flag, right? It is.
I think it was the only green flag that she got.
It is completely fine for you as a woman to go out of your way for a guy you're interested in. It's not even just fine.
You like effort? I like effort.
You should do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to dress for his eyes or whatever. Like, if you know that he likes a certain style or whatever, as long as it doesn't conflict with some morals or something you have, it's okay to be appealing to him.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get out of this mind frame of accept me how I am and we're not putting no effort. Like, it's not going to get you what you want.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah, it's a problem. The last thing is I just had it.
He put his phone away, said the last.
No, I had it. This is a big one. It is blaming new women for things that the last woman or women have done to them in the past. Which is obviously we talked about traumas and healing and things of that nature.
Is that
right?
what she sees on people's profiles? Or
I mean,
just
this
her
is
experiencing when she's dating?
This is her. I mean, that one I think in particular is her experience, but you can see this in a profile also. Like, listing I don't want. Boom, 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 boom.
I see it all the time.
Right? I mean, women do it too, but just a list of I don't want. Well, okay, I understand you don't want this but what do you want?
Right. You don't spend 10 minutes talking about what you don't want, and I don't know anything what you do want.
Right. So just in general, men who are blaming new women for things that old women have done, it's like, you don't even give me a chance. Like, you just automatically assume, right? And I found myself doing that at one point, right? And this one girl, she literally said, she basically said, I didn't even do anything. Like, I just started talking to you. Don't start blaming me for other people's things that they've done to you. And as soon as she said it, I was like, oh, wow. Like, do I do that? And then literally she was like, you know what? You might need to do some healing. And I said, oh, you're probably right. Instantly unmatched her, right? Which maybe I shouldn't have done that because she was speaking some truth, right? And she was cute, right? Instantly unmatched her, deleted my profiles, like all of them. I only have 2, but deleted them. And then just took 2 months, right? Just to be like, you know what? Because it wasn't about healing from the past relationship. It was actually about healing from the dating experiences, right? The experiences that I've recently gone through. And then detoxing those. So just in general, right? Those are some of the things that women are. That was just some feedback that we got. So I want to share that with you guys.
Thank you for sharing that, Steven.
I don't want for anything right now.
What do you mean?
What
I don't want for I don't want
left
for anything.
field. Like,
I am perfect.
What does that mean?
I know what you mean, but I don't know where it came from.
I am well where I am in life, in my relationships. I'm focused on business, obviously. I think that I feel bad for people when they're seeking something and they cannot seem to grasp it.
Feel bad for me, man?
I mean, it's
Feel bad for me? Because I'm out here on the hunt, man.
I'm on a hunt too.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm on a hunt
Everything that I have going on right now is good. I'm extremely satisfied in every aspect of my life, except
it's
romantic
not a good place
relationships.
to be. Yeah, it's it's not a good place to
like,
be.
bro, I'm about to just settle.
I feel bad because
Who?
I don't
everybody to settle with.
I don't even have anybody to settle with. Like, that's bad, right? Like,
It's not bad. It's just
sad.
it is what it is.
It ain't even like I got something on the horizon where I'm like, I'm gonna keep
it real though. I'm gonna keep it real because I approach things very differently. If I were y'all, especially with the outcomes y'all want out of life, you have not even come close to exhausting all your options.
That's true.
Not even close.
Well,
Y'all are actually just you're actually not being really intentional. You're using one outlet as a primary source to attract women or talk to women. Most of the women, as soon as they throw up a couple flags, you're out of there.
Hey man, we going speed dating.
Hey, why you hit me?
There are so many options. There's nothing wrong with investing in a matchmaker.
You ever been speed dating?
No.
I've been speed dating.
There's
before.
nothing wrong with getting a Groupon and going speed dating.
Hey man, let's go speed dating.
There's nothing wrong with.
Hey, stop hitting me, man.
There's nothing wrong with paying for maybe like one of those more exclusive dating sites.
Whoa,
You're not investing.
Hold on.
Just like you would expect
What
to.
websites? You talking like Match or something like that?
Match is one, but I mean, I'm sure there's like high level ones.
Christian Mingle?
Black.
Harmony. I know Harmony used to be.
eHarmony
used to be.
Are they
one.
still around?
I don't know.
So you're talking about?
I'm just saying. Those are different
He
experiences.
just give it like different scenarios, like maybe going out. Let's go to an event, intermingle with.
We talked about this. Where are the women that you want to date? Where are they?
I don't know. I guess.
Well, that's a problem. Why you think you can't find
They
them?
all taken.
Dang!
They all taken, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if I were y'all,
They all got more
I would
than 1,000
approach this
followers.
so different. That's why I'm just like, man, I don't know if they really serious because when you serious about business or anything else, you invest. Y'all have not invested anything in finding a woman.
Bruh.
Hey man, he up here.
Bruh.
Hey man, we about to cut his mic off. Cut his mic off. We about to.
He's
Cut his
funny.
mic. No. Not stay
I'm
with me.
just
Stay here
saying.
with me. Cut his mic off.
Son.
Cut his mic
I mean, I get it. I get it. You want to approach
Trying
things
to
from
play
different
me, son. I
angles.
ain't out here trying.
100%.
I mean, but
Out
no.
here trying.
Know what?
If I can be found online, she can be found online.
I can't speak for Steven, but I can speak for me when I say online dating isn't the only avenue that I've personally.
Hey man, I'm
been
fresh on the market, man.
in order to find a girl.
Have
you
you
been out here for a
I
year?
named like 5 different options. How many of those have you explored?
But these were all like paying for a service or.
I mean,
It's called an
an
investment.
investment.
Yeah.
My question was how much have you invested in this
How much you
outcome?
invested in finding a woman to Cinemax?
And I also asked, where is the woman that you want to be with? Where is she right now? What does she do? Where is she?
She's married right now.
If you,
Oh my
She's
God.
married.
Oh my God!
She got married,
my
man. She's
God.
supposed to wait for me.
You know what? Mine is hard to find. She's not because she's not in the clubs, right? I mean, I don't go to the clubs. I don't go out. I go.
Mine hasn't replied.
The one place that
we had a long ass conversation on the Hinge, but as soon as we get the numbers, we get to the yes, no, maybe, comma,
y'all
See, here's
y'all
the thing.
are deflecting
What I do, right? I only go when I go to the grocery store. I go do my little shopping, right? And then the only place I frequent is skating. And then I dated one girl skating, and I said, nope. Not doing that again.
You don't
Yeah,
Because if it does not work out, it's going to be awkward. And it's not awkward anymore, but it's definitely still a little awkward. So I won't, if I skate with you, it's pretty much a wrap.
Answer my question. If you can't
we not?
answer, neither one of y'all answered my question.
What was the question? What was the question?
I thought it was more or less a statement.
It's not, and it's not rhetorical.
You said, where have we met girls? How
No.
we invested
So should I just
girls?
So listen, should I just purchase
What?
one of these?
What avenues have we went to find the girls that we're seeking?
I got a couple of dollars, man. I could purchase a mail order. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna restate the question.
They probably
and
coming
maybe
real cheap out of
maybe
Europe
on the
right
next
now.
episode, we'll finish this. What have you invested? What have you invested, monetarily speaking, in getting the outcome that you want as it relates to this woman?
I've been to the gym.
And
My gym
also,
membership cost.
my second
Girls
question.
trying to.
My second question is, you're not finding her at the gym.
But
Your
I'm
girl
saying,
is not
like,
a
I'm
gym rat.
Maybe I'm trying, Chris, and she ain't at GNC because I don't shop there either.
So my second question was,
Whole Foods.
where is the woman? Where is she right now?
might be
Y'all
at
should
Whole
know
Foods.
that. Like, you should know if you have the idea of the woman that you want, right?
So my girl should be in a shrine with beads on her freaking neck, meditating. How gonna meet the girl that's meditating with shrines on her, beads on her neck?
Well, she sounds like a monk, which I think is only for men. I could be wrong.
She could be a monk woman.
I don't know.
Could she?
I don't know.
I don't think I've
so.
ever seen one.
A
think so.
woe monk.
I don't
woe
think they
monk?
have woe monks.
A woe monk?
So
I guess
are
it'd
you
be a
sure
nun.
she's at a
I
shrine
don't know.
meditating?
She might be a bad little monk out there.
All right,
A
so
bad
let me help
Bad
you, right?
bald monk.
Go ahead, throw us that.
Mel, you want someone who's fit and you want someone who's health conscious. Your girl may be at a yoga studio and she also might frequent art galleries. That might be two things that the same woman that you want would do. Build this timeline. What's her day like? What's her week like? Where does she go? She probably doesn't have a large friend group. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to be a little different from people. So she probably has a smaller group. They're very tight knit, which means that she might not go out as much. So you might have to go to you might have to frequent very specific spots on a regular basis to find this person.
Okay.
But she goes somewhere. Where does she eat? Well, she's not a meat eater, which means that likely she does yoga, she goes to art galleries, and she goes to vegan restaurants. If you start frequenting those places on a regular basis, you may find a young lady that's there from time to time, drinking some coffee, reading a book, or typing away on her laptop. If you find her, approach her, start a conversation. Like, this is how you find these women. They're findable because even I be out. I don't get out often, but where does Chris go?
I don't be out.
I be out every once in a while.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, man,
I'm not
you
blind
over
to
here
that.
making sense right now.
I mean,
Too
maybe
much
that's
sense.
something new for you.
said too much.
Yeah, you're making too much
Not
sense.
trying to play me. I already know this, Chris.
I mean, I know this.
Oh, so what are you doing about it?
Nothing. He's not. He's not. I'm not even gonna let him.
How are you going to tell me what I'm doing?
You're not doing it,
What are you
Mel.
doing?
You're not doing it.
You do.
You should probably be going.
I'm a busy man.
Oh,
And
here,
now
we
here
go.
come the John.
Here comes
This
the
not no Johns. It's the truth.
Mel, this is very important
It's not
for you, right?
It's not. No, it's not.
Well, we
crazy.
make time for things that matter.
It's not. It's not like, man, I have to find. I'm at the point where I'm just like, it is what it is.
Man, I am.
Like, I'm invested in me. I'm invested into me. No, I'm not going hard to find another entity out there as I'm going hard to make sure that I have the knowledge and I'm, making sure that I'm setting up, things that I want to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would love to be in a relationship, but I'm not going to stop reading my books or go out to whatever in order to find that presently.
Well, the person you're looking
She's
for is
probably in the
she's
book
gonna
club.
support you. She's going to
probably
push
in the book club.
you to do those
but
things
the funny
also.
thing is, the girl, I met a girl online who had all this. I do yoga and all this stuff.
Name all the other stuff. What's the other stuff?
Yoga. She doesn't watch, media and all that stuff.
Okay,
She wants to leave America because
That's not good. Where you going?
because she wants to live on
Saying
an
with us,
island.
man.
You
I
know?
want to live on an island too.
And grow like natural fruits and stuff like that.
I don't mind having an island, but y'all can't just leave.
But so I had a
Yeah, I
girl. I
ain't
was
gonna
like,
leave
man,
you
everything that
so
she's
I'll stay
talking
right here
about,
with
like
you, man.
she's against vaccinations and all that, and I'm just like, okay, I like where her energy is. I was like, yo, let me get this. Like, I mean, what's the math? Let me get
Have
that.
you called her?
Nah.
Call her.
See, because we haven't spoken in like a month or so.
Month? Oh,
yeah, because
Call her.
the text dialogue is switching. When it's switching, I'm not. The thing is, I realize when it comes to dating, I do not. If I have to continuously pursue,
you don't want to work.
I'm done. I'm not doing it. I am.
Because you feel like you're competing with other dudes.
I am not continuously.
He is,
pursuing.
but this is the thing, right? If she has all of those traits, she's worth a phone call because that's rare. It's not like she's a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? She fits a certain mold. She's worth a phone call. I do. I go out of my way. Like
that's a good piece of advice right there, man.
I will because we understand the holistic picture. We know she's got 50 dudes, 100 dudes in her inbox, in her DMs. You got to take that into account. You know what I'm saying? It's a different world.
Hey, man, my pride, it does not want to listen to anything that you're saying.
What?
I'm being honest, man.
Wow.
I'm sitting over here like my pride is and my ego is just like, nah, man, I'm just keep doing what I'm doing. It's going to work. If I keep doing what I do, it's going to work, right? That's my pride and my ego. But then I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, man, he's right.
I mean,
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Logically, it makes sense.
No, ain't no buts. He's right.
There's not a but.
I felt like one was coming.
I could tell the way you
was
were
coming.
setting it up.
No, logically, it makes sense.
That's not how you said it.
However, how likely are we to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Spiral for a month or a week for this one particular day, hoping I run into this mystery girl who may be in a relationship, or I have to figure out who it is.
You know what?
Or she may be all these other demisexuals, pansexuals, and all these other type of sexuals.
You gotta be careful when you start talking about. You gotta be careful.
Or she could be the girl that you've been looking for.
Possibly.
But the point is, if you don't ever do it, you won't know. And it's not a bad idea. And it's something simple you could do because I know you like art. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist, so there's plenty of outlets for art. Your girl probably likes art. You know, there are book clubs. Your girl is going to be she's going to be a slight anime nerd. She's going to be a little bit more reserved because y'all can't both be like you. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna be more to herself. Like I could easily if I met a girl, I know she'd be right for you, but because I know you well enough, I can also help you. Like I know where she is, but I shouldn't. Okay, you say you already know, so I don't want to take that away from you. But you should. I mean, it's not that much effort. Like, I'm not saying you got to do it every week.
You're just saying just be intentional.
Anytime I go somewhere, I'm looking like, yo, where she at?
I think
anytime I go grocery shopping, I'll be like, yo, where she at?
I think that you're just saying just be aware and well, you're probably saying unintentionally. You're saying two different things at the same time to us.
Make sure that you find.
No, I'm saying be intentional about where you go when you go out with the mindset of I'm looking for something specific.
That's why I said
it's like going grocery shopping.
You're saying one thing, but we're perceiving it in two different ways. So I was saying awareness as in Mel, because he's out more. He says he does certain things. He does, right? So it's like, be aware. But I'm receiving it as, you need to be intentional and start doing things and putting yourself into places and positions to where she may be. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's how I was taking it. Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm just sitting here I'm like, all right, man, you over here cracking me over the head. I'm like, all right, cool, because you're right. Because I don't do anything.
It's fair because we talk a lot about women and what they could do better and all these things. You know what I'm saying? It's just bring some balance.
Hey, man, you know what? That's a great example of emotional intelligence. Being able to look at a situation and say, you know what? You're right. I don't do this well enough. I can do better. Mm-hmm. To be able to express, part of me is fighting you. It's my pride, it's my ego, it's fighting you. But at the same time, I know you're right. And I'm not perfect. And I know I can always do better. And I'm gonna do better by opening up and putting myself in different positions and in places that I think that who I am searching for would be.
Pause.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. that you may or may not know. You have a better chance with women in person than you do online. Not just because her inbox is flooded, but just in general, women perceive men more holistically in person. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know what it is. I'm just telling you from experience and from, talking to women, you have a better chance in person. Like a lot of these bad girls, whatever, bad bees that be on Instagram and all that stuff, you can grab them in the club, but you can't get them in their DMs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you actually are increasing you're actually increasing. Remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about the filters, height and weight and all that, making your pool smaller. But if you go in person, you can actually expand it a little bit just by doing it in person. I have infinitely better experiences and success, I would say, with women in person versus online. And I've done a lot of online dating.
I don't have.
Uh-oh.
It's just like you have a different level of, I guess, what's that, confidence when it comes to women online, well, in person, women in person, or experience, I would say. And I don't really have much experience.
So this is perfect. It's an opportunity for you to grow. You say you're working on yourself, right?
Every day.
Okay, boom, there you go.
You know me, I'm like a video game that ain't completed. I'm a work in progress, baby. You smell me?
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. Yeah, it's just practice. I used to work with this old Mexican guy, right? His name was Armando.
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 I used to work with an Armando.
I love this dude, man. I used to show him my girls, like girls that I would talk to. Mm-hmm. One day he said, Cristoval, because he called me Cristoval. He said, Cristoval, how do you always have the pretty women? I said, Armando, I only shoot my shot at the pretty women.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So if a broken clock is right 2 times out of the day, like if you just approach women, whether you're shy, nervous, whether you think she's going to turn you down, whatever the case is, you will be shocked, and you have a way better success rate in person. I mean, it's a numbers game, but someone is going to, how many girls that are like Chris girls that like you? Like really? Yes. I have seen so many girls. As a matter of fact, I went to school with a girl. She was a model in school, her and her sister, twin. I don't know. Anyway, both bad. And she married a dude that he might have been maybe your size when you first got here.
Okay. Oh, she was a little
model.
A little hefty.
You got a sumo wrestler.
Because he got that Pharrell.
Well, I'm just saying.
I wasn't that big.
Okay.
No, not the sumo.
Yeah, you weren't that big.
He'd be like a super
you
lightweight.
You weren't that big.
He'd be like a super lightweight sumo.
Steven!
But the point is you wouldn't look at her and think that she would date a guy.
He got a good personality.
I don't know what he had.
Hey man, you take my personality with these locks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can go ahead and get me something, huh?
Some girls prefer that. I've had plenty of girls, and this is the other side, right? I've had plenty of girls be like, "You too small." I like a bigger dude. I like a huskier guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Husky. You just don't ever hear me talk about it because I don't care. Like, that's your preference. I'm not about to be huskier for you. Like, okay, I'll move on.
Little thick.
I've even had girls tell me I'm too tall.
Thick daddy.
Really? Yeah. I've had girls tell me I'm too tall. I scare them.
Wow.
Like, you scare me. You're like a tree that's
man, listen, if you out there looking for a thick daddy.
If you looking for a tree.
You looking for a tree, a thick
what's that?
Tree,
the tree in Zelda. What's the?
You let me know.
The great tree.
The great tree.
What is it? The great Deku tree. Deku.
The great. Oh yeah.
And
Zelda. Yeah.
Be talking to the tree.
Big old thick.
Big old he's ugly. He's universally ugly. That tree was hurt.
Thick daddy tree.
Got you a thick. All right, we gonna leave because Steven has to leave.
Okay. What?
But yeah, man, it's been a good pod.
Hey, good story, Mel.
I definitely wanted to dive a little.
It was a good conversation.
Yeah, nice little conversation, man. I like that conversation. I mean,
it was all about you.
I had another.
It was
question.
literally all about you.
I mean, y'all kept it there. Y'all, I mean, I just.
I mean, you've been telling the whole story.
And
Because every part of the story, y'all kept adding extra.
And thank you for the feedback as well. Like, we definitely do appreciate it. Thank you for listening and giving us feedback on what you want, things like that. So
yeah, make sure y'all subscribe, comment, like the video. If
like
y'all
the
have
video,
anything else that you all want to hear us discuss, leave it in the comment section. Ask a question, no matter what it is. Just put it on there, and we'll filter out what we don't want to talk about. That's just gonna be what it is. So if you want to talk about something, leave it in the comment section. Stephen Michael, Chris James, and I'm me. We'll see you all next time.
Me.
Bye bye.